Melissa. Happy Friday. Happy almost New Year. I am here with a back to basics print and cut tutorial. So this one I am going to try my very hardest to include Silhouette Studio for you because I know a lot of you guys ask me for that. But what we are going to do is print and cut some stickers. So by the end, you will be able to make your own very own stickers. So here's the thing. I am making this simply as easy as possible. I don't know how else I could make this any easier for you. Not only am I giving you this exact design for free to download, all set up for you so you can open directly in Silhouette Studio, no tracing, no creating your cut lines, no having to worry about cuts, nothing. Literally, you're gonna open it up and it's gonna be ready to go. The reason that I'm doing that is because I would say 95% of the problems with print and cut that people experience have to do with settings. And there are a lot of different settings. So let's just get rid of all of that for right now and focus on the process of printing and then cutting, okay? So you can probably see I'm actually turned around different than I normally am. This is the other side of my craft room where all my printers are. So we are going to use just my standard basic inkjet printer today. Okay, so this paper that I'm using, I'm going to show you in a second here, is sticker paper from Online Labels, which is my next tip, which is you need to start with good quality paper. And my suggestion, my best recommendation for you is to start with a matte paper. And the reason being, you won't get the reflection from, you know, the lights or different things like that. So we're cutting out all of the areas, opportunities for little things that can mess up your print and cut, okay? So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to bring you down here to my computer so you can see. Up top, I have given you the download, a link so that you can go to FONTSY and download the set. The free set. It includes this sticker by itself, this design by itself, and then it includes the page. I'm gonna literally show you from the beginning. And then it also includes a beginner level vinyl design and a beginner level heat transfer design, okay? So we're gonna start with that. Then I linked also, this is super important, to the Online Label sticker paper that I'm using, okay? They have a ton of different types of sticker paper over there, and I have used, if you've been following Silhouette School for any amount of time, I've used so many different types of sticker paper from Online Labels. It's all really, really awesome. But for beginners, I am suggesting that you use just this matte paper. This can be used actually on inkjet and laser. So I linked to that for you as well on the side, to the side, to the top, to the side, wherever you're watching. The links are kind of different, but that you can get that as well, okay? And then we're just using a standard inkjet. People ask all the time, what is this printer that you're using? It's like ancient, it's an HP 8610. They don't even make it anymore. You can find it on Amazon for like $800 because it's basically an antique. Okay, so it's just standard, it's just a standard printer. After you go to FONTSY and download the set, you're just gonna unzip that file. So I'll show you here. I have the file. This is called Beginner Set. We're gonna unzip it. This one here, that's the rainbow, is what we want. And you can see there's one here that says that it's for Silhouette Studio already, okay? So in Silhouette Studio, you're just gonna go to File, Open, and then you're gonna go to that file. It literally opens in Silhouette Studio with the registration marks on, with the cut lines around it. Everything is set up for you. Now it's time to print. So I'm gonna take you back over to my printer. We're gonna take everything else out of the printer. Okay, so if you have anything else in your printer, I want you to take it out of the tray, okay? All right, so this is just my regular copy paper. I'm taking that out for right now. And I'm going to put one sheet of this Online Label sticker paper in. Okay, so for mine, I know I need to put it so it prints like this. So we're gonna place that in the printer, okay? Just that one sheet. And then from Silhouette Studio, I'm going to tell it to print, okay? We're gonna go to the print icon along the top. The box comes up. Put it on best quality and tell it, don't let the printer determine anything for you. You tell it what you're doing. Print on matte paper, best quality, okay? And now I'm ready to print. So it's printing. Once it's done printing, we're gonna go to the second process, which is the cutting, okay? So again, because I set it completely up for you in Silhouette Studio, now all you need to do is go to the send panel in Silhouette Studio. So I'm gonna do that. So if in Silhouette Studio, it should already set for you, but you just wanna pick the material as sticker, sticker paper white, okay? That's in the default cut settings in Silhouette Studio will work for you, okay? And then I have it in cut and all for the action, and you can see the only thing that's going to cut is where this bold red line is. And I've already set this up for you to make it as simple as possible. So once the printing is done, then we will get ready to cut, okay? Here comes my paper, my print. Put this down here so you guys can see what's going on. As soon as I grab that, I'll move to the other side of the table and then we'll go through this. Okay, so here we go. So printed sheet, all right, you can see it printed beautifully. It does not print the cut line, that's the key. And in this case, I made a white, what's called offset around it so that it's not gonna cut directly on the edge. We're gonna get a little white border around it, okay? Okay, and we're gonna place it directly on our cutting mat, okay? Now, it doesn't matter if you start at this side or at this side, they both feed the same way. Print, put the top corner here so it's slightly over top the edge of the border, grid border, okay, to kind of hide it. All right, and then, because sometimes what happens is the machine will try to register that black line in the corner instead of this registration mark. So these registration marks are how the machine, I hope this doesn't, stop here, okay. These registration marks are how the Silhouette machine knows how to, and where to cut. All right, so now I have my machine here and I have my auto blade in. As you know, I don't typically use my auto blade, but because if you're a beginner, and this is a beginner video, we are using the auto blade, okay? And then we are going to press the up arrow. Hold this with two hands. Make sure that left edge is right up against the gray line, okay? And now we're gonna be ready to, in Silhouette Studio, press send, and it will begin cutting. Now, first thing it's gonna do is look for those registration marks. Okay, you can see that right now I have no shadows or anything going over top of my machine. However, if you have overhead lights and it's creating any types of shadow, pull this lid out a little bit while it registers. That way it will cut any of the shadows. I have lights coming in from this side, windows, excuse me. It didn't create any shadows, but if it did, you would want to also pull that lid out so that you're cutting any of the shadows, reducing the shadows over the area of where it needs to register, okay? All right, so now we're just gonna wait. It's gonna cut just around the edge where the cut line was in Silhouette Studio, and that will be it. So the key here is obviously the settings in Silhouette Studio, which we have taken out of the equation for beginners. I've set everything up. You can download that file. It literally even has the registration marks. And then again, the second most important thing is to have a good quality paper, which is what we're using here in Online Labels. I've used it for years and I love it. Now, before you unload your mat, I want you to test one of your stickers to make sure that you got a good cut. And we can see that it has cut. Now we can unload. So now you can, I like to take the mat off of the material. Can you see what I'm doing? Pulling this off of here, okay? And then you have your stickers. Now, you can pull your sticker up and you have a perfect little print and cut sticker, okay? So, I want you to try this. I don't want you to be intimidated by print and cut. It's actually not hard to do. I get so many emails, so many comments of people saying, my machine doesn't print and cut. Your machine prints and cuts. okay? You have a setting somewhere that's not right, but I want you to get the process down first of how to print and then how to cut, and then we will worry about how to add the registration marks and how to add the offset and all of those things that come in to, you know, getting a little iffy, okay? Because if one little thing's off, that's where you're gonna have a problem. But I want you guys to start the new year loving print and cut. It's one of the best features of Silhouette Studio and the Silhouette cutting machine, and it can be used in so many ways. If you don't make stickers, no worries. You can do lots of other things with print and cut, like printable vinyl, or printable heat transfer vinyl, all of which Online Labels also sells. Different kind of labels. You can do just put paper through and make print and cut, you know, like things for your scrapbook or whatever you want to do. So there's tons of ways to use print and cut, and it's really one of the essentials that you need to learn, and that's why I call it this beginner video. So this one will go on YouTube under the Cameo for beginner videos. If you are interested in software tutorials, as you saw, it's very challenging to show software tutorials here on Facebook Live, but Silhouette U will be the place that we pre-record those videos and edit them. So it's much, much easier for me to show you and not nearly as awkward to show you some software videos all in Silhouette Studio. And I just realized that I gave you a sneak peek of some of my new equipment back here and here and here and here that we will be getting into in early 2022. All right, you guys, I hope you have a fabulous new year. Let's all pray and hope and whatever that 2022 is better than 2020 and 2021. All right, see you guys.